With a peak of 64,000 players so far this year just on Steam and a decade of additional content and support, we still had the cojones to ask for more. And instead of flogging us and forcing us into the questionable care of Bill Sykes, they've decided to listen and give us patch 121. And here, I'll tell you everything that was just announced. If you like the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it really helps me out. But without further ado, let's get into the video. We will be right back. Starting with a few additions before moving on to the new content, there are some UI related changes. They've adjusted inventory lighting to make it more clear and added a HUD adjustment bar in the settings for the player, meaning you can make the HUD more transparent. The quick bar has also been changed, adding an extra slot for fresh spawns. Additionally, more injuries are coming in the form of leg injuries. In addition to its pre-existing leg break system, this new one will add several levels of leg damage which come with a new icon, and apparently it heals over time, but it does look like the infected can cause this injury too and not just fall damage. And if you don't have gloves or shoes on you and you fall, you can now potentially suffer cuts when you fall. However, they have no intention of reintroducing ragdoll physics when you fall, which is something that occasionally comes up. And the last on this section, explosion sounds have been tweaked, new sound adjustments and reworks. In terms of the wall glitch, which everybody is talking about now, they hope to have it fixed on this new patch. Additionally, alt accounts on console will have an escalated delay when you switch frequently between them, which they said will also provide a little help in the battle against duping. Now, content. The first bit of new content announced was more gloves, which isn't a huge change, but they've also hinted a further intention of adding more cosmetic items going forward, which is more than welcomed. Another new item is the mace, which is said to be a fairly strong weapon to use, which seems to spawn at castles, with even more medieval cosmetic gear coming too, such as a full knight armor, shoes, chainmail pants, and so on. Now, the biggest piece of speculation for this patch. It's been floating around that this patch will contain a crossbow and potentially bows. Well, I do have news. It's coming to DayZ. Yes, we are getting the crossbow back on PS, Xbox and PC with whole new animations, reusable bolts, 4 variants, and it can accommodate western scopes. You can also craft your own bolts on the fly too. This is definitely a much welcomed and wanted item and is a zombie killer, and the date this is hitting experimental is April 20th. But for more DayZ content, click here, and as always, until next time.